So I will give you guys more tips and tricks on PowerPoint. So let's do that. So this is the Influences project, and I'll try to give you guys as much information as I can. So in a nutshell, I'm going to go back to the PowerPoint so you can see it. Again, the PowerPoint that I provide is really just an open template. You're going to, obviously these are instructions. So on each slide, be sure to include chapter terms that apply to you, 3 or more. Don't just give me random definitions or the book definitions. Give me how that definition applies to you. And then at least one influence from each system. How did these things influence me? This was the microsystem. This was the schools are in the microsystem. So this is the microsystem. I want to see these words, the system words in here, right? So let me go back to a really blank template so you can see, and I'll go all the way up to the front. So let's do the super blank one. Yeah, that's like an orange bar at the bottom, super blank. So again, you're putting influences, you're going to put your name in the semester, which is fall 2020, and then get an introduction, like just a quick, like maybe 5-10 sentences is like introduction. Hi, this is my influences project. Like, just give me, I don't even want to say anything because I don't want to like force feed you guys anything, because sometimes when I say stuff, you guys just repeat it. Just give me like, just give me like a hint, like what a writer would do, like you're about to see, or this is exciting, whatever, this was fun, or this was terrible, or whatever. Be honest. And slide 3 is your Bronfenbrenner model. Wow. So if you aren't really comfortable with PowerPoint, you can take that blank one that I put in the module. You guys know what I'm talking about, Bronfenbrenner blank, right? And you can actually cut and paste it into here. You can in here, if you really just want to make it as like digital, that's cool. You can go do all these things like insert. I can't do all of that, but insert, I mean, I can, but I want to see what you guys come up with. You can insert shapes. This is where you put more shapes right here, right? By the way, when you do a circle, here's a little tidbit of trick. So let's do insert circle. It looks like an oval, right? But it will go circle if you, I'm going to take that plus sign, I'm going to drag it diagonally while I'm holding the shift button. And the shift button will keep it as a circle. Exactly. Now here's me taking my finger off the shift button. Shift button, no shift button. Shift button, no shift button. So when you're making it, hold the shift button, right? So I can make this one go here. It's up to you. I can make it go in here. It's up to you. You can hand draw it and scan it and then upload your picture into here. That might be easier. But if you want to write something in here, you're going to go insert text box. Insert text box. It's up to you. However you feel, however you're comfortable. So the text box gives you like this upside down cross, and this one doesn't matter with a shift, but make it go diagonal, and then you can type in here. Okay, so you can do whatever you want there. Again, here, this little thing right here makes you turn it. So turn it. But if I press the shift button, it'll keep it to the quarter. It'll keep it to the 45s. See, there's no, take off the shift buttons like this. But if I hold the shift, it's like click, 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 click. That's so cool. So if I was going to like put it over here, I'd just go like that. Right? Oh no, I want to change that a little bit. Oh, I'll do it like that. Oh, maybe like that. Yeah. So it's up to you, whatever you guys feel more comfortable with. Again, hand drawing is fine, but I do want it all in one spot. Yeah. So if you're going to hand draw it, you can scan and upload it. You can, yeah, because here's the deal. If you have a picture of it, even on your phone, you just hit insert pictures right here. Right? So the pictures will take you to any picture on your device, but you can also do online pictures for your other slides. So this online pictures, just to remember, just as a reminder, let me click off there for a second. If I'm over here and I'm doing Ecology of Parenting and I want to find just a standard online picture of parents, all I have to do is go to online pictures and write parents. And these have the attributions already. So if you wanted to do this one, and I hit insert, that's going to go on my slide. Give it a sec. I'm going to make it smaller. The same rule applies here for the shift button. If I'm just kind of doing it like this, it's a little bit mushy, but if I hit shift, it'll kind of keep it a little bit tighter. It'll scale everything, including the very bottom, to see where it has this photo is by unknown author, licensed under blah, blah, blah. Leave that there. Let's give the photographer some credit, right? But if you were going to talk about nuclear family, right, or binuclear family, or single parent, like this is where you would talk about that. I grew up with, you know, a binuclear family, or my dad got remarried, or whatnot. This is where you would describe that. You can use this and just type in here, or delete it all the way. Delete it all the way and make it smaller and do whatever. So it's up to you. You could even make this bigger, smaller, prettier. My only caution is that you keep the contrast, right? So I just made this blue. So it's not as sharp as black, but it's not that bad, right? But what if I made the background blue? Watch this. So you can go back over here and do this, format the background. It's up to you. If you could upload a picture, you could upload all kinds of, excuse me. Sorry, I'm about to cough again. Watch this one. Excuse me. If I went and made it blue writing on blue background, doesn't exactly work very well. What about blue writing on blue? No. Right? So if I have a dark background, give yourself, make sure you do that contrast. Trust me, this is how you want to do it for everything. And next semester, I might be teaching the technology class, Child Development 200, which is technology in early childhood. And we'll talk all about this business, about keeping things accessible under America's Disability Act, including this contrast. So you guys can, it's easier to read for everybody. So again, there's so many different things that you can do. You don't have to go nuts, but make it your own. But again, I can change this slide and I can make it whatever color I want, right? So let's say I want this color. Let's say I want it this color. Yeah, I can choose this color and then this color. Isn't that cool? And then I can change the gradients. It's up to you. However, you can even do it like this. Dark brown. But if you're going to do brown, you want to go back and you want to have like a really contrasted. See, that makes more sense, right? You can't see this one up here, right? So you want to make it, there's even orange, right? And here's an even easier thing. Just click it once so the box is highlighted and go under here in quick styles. And you just pick it. Oh, this one's shadowed. So that's when I do my PowerPoints, at the end, I just go back and format all the boxes. Oh, that's this quick style. I picked this one. Let's pick this one. And then I'll go down to here and do the same thing. Quick style. This one. It's going slow, but right here, I think it's one of them that I chose. This one. Right, so they all match. It's up to you. Every slide could be totally different. I just have to be able to read it. Do you follow what I'm saying? And so, for example, if I was going to put this picture, let me make it a little bit smaller. And again, put these together, make it a little bit smaller. And then I was going to do a write-up. Let's do three. Let's do 3 pictures. Let's do 3 pictures just so you can see what it looks like. Let me take out this. Let me take out this guy because it's messing up my design. This guy has too much space here, right? So I'm going to back that out, make this smaller, probably center it, right? And if I want to, I can make it longer over here. I can make it shorter over here. You could even make it, some of them are even, see how the twisty thing is here? Again, hit shift, flippity flap. You can do it sideways and be all like edgy and stuff. Doesn't matter to me. As long as I can read it. Let me move this guy out of the way. Ooh. Yeah. Something, it doesn't matter to me, however you want to do it. You can keep it super simple, but not just a white background, right? Because that's how I know It's not you. It's considered a scrapbook. Make sense? So let's say I was going to do 3 pictures. So I'm going to do 2 more pictures. Insert online pictures. And then we said parents. So let's see. Let's say, let's do this one. Parenting. What do we have in there? Oh, discipline. Right? When you talk about the proto-parenting, right? Some parents are way more strict, right? And so let's say I wanted to put, let's see, what would Peyton say I was he tells me I am Chorezilla. I don't know what that is. Or, let's see. There we go. Let's do something like this. So we put this one in there. This looks like it could be a parent, could be a coach. It's also giving me these options here. So I could do this. Isn't that so cool? This whole side over here is a new part of the chapter, new part of PowerPoint. So again, then you're going to want to make a description of these. Like, my mom was really strict, that kind of situation. It's up to you. It could be, you can switch it around, your choice, right? But let me see, I'm going to do one more picture in there and see what it does. Online pictures. Let's see, let's do parent again. And then we'll do, let's do grandparents. This could be for the non-parental childcare, right? Or, there we go. So I'm gonna put that here and then see, I'm gonna go back. So now they let us do 3 pictures. This is kind of like that collage thing on your phone. So cool, right? Right? And this is where you would enter right here, insert text box, hold on. Text box, and then you would talk about, I grew up in a nuclear family, or right? But if I was going to do one write up for this one, and here's another trick. Control C and then Control V, and look what happens. It just copies and pastes it. Copies and pastes it. What? Make sense? What? So how do I know? How do I know you actually knew? So I am really looking for very small, like, not a whole lot of words in here, right? You're going to talk about this is my Nona and Papa, this is my whatever, right? Maybe like 1 sentence on each one of these. But down here in the bottom is the important part. You are going to, this is where students put their written comments for each page. I will end up as a summary. What? So as you're talking about, wow, I messed this up here. There we go. As you're talking about this and you didn't have a whole lot of words here, you put your extra explanation at the bottom. So I know you know, right? So it's kind of like, again, if you're looking through a scrapbook and you're sitting with your friend, you wouldn't go into these massive stories. You would say, well, this is that, and this is that, and this is that. But then kind of like, behind the scenes, there's a massive story. And I don't mean massive, but you can go ahead and have more detail down here in the notes. So if you were going to actually record this as a presentation, I will take that as an extra credit. But that's where you would read, like, again, to a class, you're not sitting and reading a whole bunch of small words on a slides. You're saying these are the 3 high points, these are the 3 bullet points, these are the 3 things that I grabbed from this chapter. And then down there is where there's a little bit more detail. Make sense? Now, when I say here, that will end up as a summary. At the end of when you do all this and put all the slides together, pull out all those notes at the bottom. Pull them all out. And we're going to put them in a paper. You're going to polish it up into a little bit of paper. These are my influences. This is how I was influenced. These are the influences that shaped me. Make sense? And I'll give you guys some prompts, 3 prompts in there just to make sure you're covering some bases. But other than that, it's basically a presentation and a paper. So give me some slides and give me a paper that would be as if you were presenting it in class, but you're not. So the summary paper supports the presentation. Make sense? So depending on how you work, you may be a person who wants to write a massive summary. This is who I am. This is who influenced me, right? And you kind of like poking through the chapters as you go, right? And if you want to write this massive paper and then pull it out and put it all in the notes for each chapter, that's cool. And then from the notes, go back and make back and make your presentation. That's up to you. If you want to work backwards, that could be forwards for you. Or you could be the person who's adding in pictures and explanations, and then you go to the notes and give it a more detailed explanation and then pull it out and put it in the paper. That's how I work. I technically go visual to writing and then writing into a summary. Now, I don't put any limits on the paper part. Now, this is pretty limited. I mean, like, again, there's 12 slides plus a couple at the beginning, and then there's one more as a summary, right? Actually, no, the summary is just going to be your paper. I just stopped at chapter 12. So again, you have like 12, 13, 14, 15 slides, right? Not a whole lot. You don't have to go nuts. If you want to add a slide here and there, that's cool. Again, if peer influences was such a big deal for you and you want to add in a second slide, cool. I'm not expecting anybody to add in additional slides, but you may. Don't go nuts. Don't overthink it. I'm pretty sure I posted the rubric, so it's about 50 points for the paper and about 50 points for the presentation. If you decide to record it, you want to record your own Zoom, you want to record an audio on top of it, that's fine with me. You can also record audio inside of PowerPoint. It's up to you. It's a couple of extra points. I'll hook you up with that. But we've had a lot of opportunities for extra credits with the essays and all the different things that I've been flexible with this semester. So some of you might be hot to trot to get an extra, I think I might go an extra 10 points up if it's recorded. But again, some of you are just fine without it. So don't kill yourself. Now, I did put on the schedule for the last week of class to meet again. Yeah. So I think, did I put it Thursday night? I think I did put it Thursday night. It would be a week from today. And if you guys can come, it'll be our last class. You can have your adult beverages of choice because I can't say no to that. And we would normally have a potluck, right? And then if you would like to present live, it's the same thing as recording it. Yeah, it's up to you. Yeah. So again, top down, I started off with, this is all about you. Have fun with it. This is not, again, a dead language or anatomy or something that you just have to like memorize and regurgitate. This is you. And I'm really glad that you guys are getting to actually formalize what's influenced you in your life. This sometimes this really turns on a light bulb for a lot of people. Like, oh, I am because of this. I am who I am because of this. And maybe, you know, some of your influence is very subtle in some areas and some are very massive in other areas. But this is how people start to understand other people. If I am this way, what makes that person that way? Oh, I wonder if they had this type of influence. This is how we start to understand each other better, and life just gets better. When we more knowledge is powder, but more knowledge about ourselves is a foundation for more knowledge in general. So I'm really excited to see what you guys come up with because it's supposed to be fun, right? So just as a piece here, let me stop the share. Let me go and pull up what it looks like in Canvas, and so I can show you. Oh my gosh, it's totally yelling at me right now. You may not minimize a presentation. Sorry. Oh my God. So I'm going to pull up the dashboard. And again, if you came in late, one of my best resources for awesome like PowerPoint type situation is Slides Carnival. I'll put it in here. SlidesCarnival.com. SlidesCarnival.com. Free. Love that place. So many cute little presentations. Oh my gosh, it's yelling at me again. Hold on. So let me pull up the 110 and I'll show you what it looks like in. Oh, and here's my instructions. Let's do this one. Let's do instructions first. Okay. Share the screen, mama. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Okay, share screen. There we go. Share screen. Okay. So these are the same instructions that I put in Canvas, and I'll show you. Sandy keeps getting bumped. Sandy, you back? I know sometimes the internet's funky. I know that campus had their power shut off because of the fire. So just be safe. And if you guys ever have questions after tonight, let's say you forgot to ask, just email me tomorrow or whenever. Like, I just want to help you guys answer all your questions. So there's less anxiety as we go into the last week. Yeah, makes sense. So again, the purpose is to apply what you've learned. Okay. It's not just about regurgitating what's in the book. If you can take a term and apply it to your life, that's the best learning period. It's called formative learning. It's called analysis, taking two things and put together. This is Bloom's taxonomy. You're taking it from really intro, like our 107 is an intro class, and we're just learning terms. But now you get to apply things a little bit better. This is my Bloom's cube, right? And so you have just basic knowledge, is super knowledge, and then it goes up to comprehension. Do you understand what you just learned? To evaluation, is it good or bad? Synthesis is how you're putting it together. Analysis is, can I give it a critique? And then let's see, what's an application, right? Can you apply what you've learned? And so the last thing, which is not on here because Bloom's has 7, is creating something new with the information. And that's what this is. So you guys are going from intro level thinking all the way to what's it called? Lower order thinking, lots. This is what we say as teachers, lots to hots, higher order thinking. And so when you can take what's in the book and apply it to your life and create something new with it, you are right. You know that you've learned it. You know that you have learned it. So that's why I do this. So again, these are the learning outcomes from the syllabus. I'll put this in the, so you're going to answer these questions in the write-up as well. Like your reflection is going to have these answers in there. Describe socialization of the child, focus on the interrelationship of child, family, community. Does your presentation show the interrelationship of child, family, and community? Yeah, do it. Do the instructions and it shows me, right? You're going to have a little bit of an explanation in that paper. Critically evaluate the educational, political, and socioeconomic aspects on children and families. Now, I don't expect all of these to be answers. Usually people talk about the financial. My family had this type of situation, right? If you also had this school was good this way, and then when we moved and went to another school, wasn't good that way. That's an educational impact, right? Political, sometimes we're talking about like, my family was heavily into politics. My family was not into politics. My family was afraid of politics. My family was split on politics. I don't expect everybody to answer all 3 of these, but I usually get one of those, which I'm okay with. Describe strategies that empower families and encourage family involvement in children's development. So strategies is like, how was your family involved? How did your family raise you? That's it. Yeah, so you guys can do that. That's super easy. It's not like a massive essay on each one of those. I might thinking about it. I usually have that on the last exam as one of those is an essay, or I say choose one of those. I think those are gnarly for essays for the last exam. Plus, last time I did that, a lot of people didn't even do it. So that's why I'm putting it in the paper, and then I'll change that out as the essay for the exam. Because that's daunting. You look at those, you're like, what? So I'll do something a little bit more on outcomes. Chapter 11 and 12, last unit, our last exam is due is it due this week? The last exam is due the 5th? Or I know I extended it to the 12th. Yeah, our last exam, chapter 12, right? We're on chapter 12 right now. It's technically due Saturday, but I gave you another week. So you guys have it basically the rest of this week and next week to get chapter 12 done, and anything else that's behind, and do the project, which is cool. So overview, you apply theory to practice. Again, using the terms, you're going to put them into application, right? So these are each one of the slides with a Bronfenbrenner model at the beginning, an introduction, right? And then these are the same instructions I put on each slide. At least 3 that apply to you. Let me know. Let's do this one. I'll say underline or bold the term. Right? Underline or bold the term, so I know you know. And at least what system did this influence belong to, and what system did it actually connect to you in, right? Again, the exosystem is not always a massive influence, but the exosystem is a big influence when your parent loses a job, right? My husband lost his job, and it's, I mean, financially we're pretty okay, but daddy being home like all the time, it was a huge adjustment, right? And so and he's restless and whatnot. So it's really interesting to see how, and I guarantee that Peyton doesn't quite get it. He knows like Disneyland's closed and daddy's not working, but there has been like a trickle down effect, because guess what? Daddy's doing homework with him, and daddy was driving him to school and picking him up. Like, it switched the dynamic. Absolutely. And so again, the exosystem doesn't always seem very influential, but it has a domino effect. So keep that in mind. And then under here, 1, 2, 3, written a narrative or an explanation that says under notes. Nope, I don't like it like that. Hold on. Let me get rid of that. Oh, now it's going slow. So this is a 1, 2, 3. Hold on. There we go. It's just not lined up. I don't like it like that. Summary. Student will compile the notes into a written summary that is submitted to Canvas separately. So you're going to you're going to upload a presentation and a paper. That's it. I'm going to say be sure to answer the SLO prompts. And I will clarify that with you guys as well. Above. Okay. Now submitting Canvas. Again, students will submit the presentation as a file or a link to the file. Now, if you are using Google Docs, like Google Slides, you have to use my Gmail account, right? If you're just using PowerPoint, just send it regular through Canvas, right? A link is fine. If you have your own website or your own blog or whatever, and you post it to your blog, that's cool. Link back to that. And written summaries to be uploaded in Special Box. Pretty straightforward. Duh. Whew. There's a lot there. There's a lot there. So I'm going to take this, and since I updated a few things, I'm going to see if I can. Let's do this. I only updated this. This right here, really. I'm going to bold the term. So I'm going to copy that, or I'm going to go back to Canvas so you see what it looks like in Canvas. You guys following me so far? Have I lost you? Are you clarifying? Getting all the details out there? I haven't really talked this much about PowerPoint and shown you guys how to use it. I'm hoping that helps. But at the same time, you can use any sort of presentation software. Powtoon is the one that's like little cartoons. That's totally fine. Again, Slides Carnival, you can download into PowerPoint or into Google Slides. You can use any whiteboard situation. I have Doodly. I haven't gotten super deep into Doodly, but Prezi is free, and I don't know what Mac users use, but I know that if you're going to record, you use QuickTime at the end of that. So this is under assignments, and of course it's going slow. Any questions so far? Jump in.
I have a question.
Yeah, jump in.
This meeting is you're gonna be uploaded.
Is what going to be uploaded?
Yeah, the meeting. Do we have it right now?
Oh, I'm recording it right now.
So I can see it later on.
Yes, I'll upload it tonight.
Yeah,
so you guys
I'm
can have
sorry,
it.
I have to leave. I have a presentation in my other class. So
Yes.
yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, good to hear from you, Alejandra. Hang in there.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, so under here, under the assignments, everything's kind of expanded here. Let's see, here we go. Here is our, that's extra credit, non-participation, influences project. Yay. Jocelyn. Jocelyn made it at 8, and I'm recording this so you guys can watch this after. Okay, so again, here is all the instructions for the influences project. I gave you the actual template here as a PowerPoint slide. I'm just going to edit this real quick. Excuse me. I'm adding this one here. There we go. Give it a second. Underline or bold the term. Okay. And I'm going to do this one. So again, we have our purpose, learning outcomes, overview instructions. Each slide, I put the slide presentation there again. I even put the summary here. I even said you can use Google Slides or whatever. So for portfolio at the end of the course, I'm making that extra credit. Most people aren't going to do it. I don't require it for 110. I'm requiring it for 107. So again, portfolio, that's kind of a big project. Let's do this one. Boom, let's do this. Portfolio's extra credit, and I don't think anybody really needs it, quite frankly. But let me know if you do, and I'll walk you through that because I don't want to do it right this second. So we're going to stick to this. So again, 3 terms or more, make sure you cover these bases. Let's see. There we go. Yeah. So again, I put the 5th as the due date, but that is a target date. You do have till the 12th. I just can't put the 12th because there's no after the 12th, right? I don't want to basically paint you into a corner. You know what I'm saying? So the 5th gives you a couple of extra days. It's kind of like that's the kick in the pants day. And then if you take a couple of days after that, like to the 10th, that's cool. If you want to turn it in the 12th, that's fine. But I would not wait till the last minute because Canvas can get a little funky. Again, I can't take any work after the fact, but if you're submitting it like on Saturday in the middle of the day and Canvas gets weird, then yes, you may email it to me, right? Just put it in the Canvas inbox so I have it all in one place because Canvas keeps everything. Only use my Gmail account if you're using Google Slides. Make sense? Keep everything in Canvas as much as possible, and Google Slides will be sent to Gmail. Make sense? And I'll probably still download it and see if I can upload it into your thing, but I don't know exactly if I can do that, but I try to keep everything together because it's all in one greedy section. Oh, wow. Okay. So I think we covered all the bases. Do you want me to go back to the
a quick question? So for every slide, like, do we put, so you know how we're doing 3 things that describe us? We need to put 3 pictures per each thing?
I would do something that makes it kind of dynamic. I mean, how would you like it if all my slides just had words on it?
No. Well, that's why, because when I first started, that's why mine was like, oh, it just was a bunch of words. I was like, oh, this just looks kind of boring. Like, who wants
Dress it
to
up a little bit.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So I'll go back to the actual PowerPoint so we can play around with it. Yeah. So that's like 3 pictures, whatever, you know. And again, let's see what 5 pictures looks like. I mean, it kind of gets a little bossy, you know. And look at, like, when I made it small, right? I tell people don't make the font any smaller than 12. Like, this is ridiculous. Who's going to read that, right? So this actually says 7. So yeah, you can make it bigger until it says 17. So that would be like, you know, if I was going to make this a full screen that you could actually see it. Let me show you what it looks like. That's a decent thing to read, right? If I made it, let me get out of here. If I made it smaller, let's see if I can make it smaller. Let me make it back to 7. Like, if I was reading this as a presentation, it would look like that. Nobody can read that. All right. So again, I would say if it says right here 11 plus, maybe make it a little bigger. 14 plus means that some of them are 14 and some are 12. So if I highlight them all and I just go back and hit 12 or 14, then they're all 14, or now it's 15 because it's fitting to the box. So let's just do some insert pictures. Again, you can use your pictures. If you click this once, it'll give you the file option of choosing pictures. Okay, warning, he's coming. Oh, let's find some old pictures from kindergarten. You guys are he's gonna die if he comes in here and sees this. That's right here in my cupboards. This is him in his kindergarten. And the alt text, you can put alt text in there, but you don't have to. Alt text means if there was a screen reader reading this, that's what it would read for people who are vision impaired. That's what it's for. So if I was going to put in like 5 pictures, and again, you can also edit this. So I clicked it once and hit format, and you see crop. Just hit crop once, and you can make it smaller like this. Right? And so just remember, when you're downloading pictures, even if they're not yours, you can pick a picture and just pick out a part of that picture, and then I hit enter, and it, huh? I'm putting pictures of you in this presentation. Well, you locked yourself out. Let me see if I can keep going. Here is him at, the San Ana Zoo. I came across these kinder pictures. Look at him. Oh no, that's in our front yard. That's our Land Rover. I thought that was at the Land Rover at the zoo. Yeah, we don't have that anymore. It's like my favorite car. My husband said. I'm not talking to you if you're not in this room, love. Oh, here's us. This was at, I want to say like the Playhouse Disney in downtown. He's a nutcase. He's always been a nutcase. So if I'm putting in 5 pictures, it's a kind of a lot. You'll start to see. Oh, you broke the door. Shocking. Nope, I'm not doing that. Yes, that's what I look like with Mickey ears. So I can, again, I can crop this one, hit crop once, do this. Something like that. One more. See, it starts to get a little junky, even if I made this one smaller. So 5 can be like, if you're like in love with them, just make them smaller. Yeah, ha ha ha. Here's pictures of you.
Where's the one with the Land Rover?
Right there.
Take it.
I will in a second. I'm gonna put some more blackmail pictures of you in here.
Blackmail? What do you mean?
Yeah, because you're so cute. I'm gonna. Oh, is it you kissing? Are we kissing? Oh, dude, you seriously burped? That stinks.
No.
Oh, look at you're kissing your mom. How embarrassing. Kisses. Thank you. That's enough. So I'm just showing them how to add pictures to. Oh, dude, can you please calm down?
Where is the people's?
They're back here in the class.
I want to say hi.
Oh, but listen, they might not want to say hi to you.
Hello, human.
Hello, humans. Huh. Okay, so I'm going to ask you who has more questions for like PowerPoint and whatnot.
I think I understand it.
Where's the kitty?
I don't know until I start doing it.
I think, yeah, you know what? It's a play around situation. Like, I would also
Where is the kitty?
stop. I would also suggest like going on YouTube because there's all kinds of like suggestions and easy. Hey, I don't want that on me. It's too hot for
I
that.
don't want it on me.
Then you take it off and put it like this. So I know. Hey, listen.
Yeah, Dira.
She doesn't show a picture, so we respect their privacy.
Hi.
And
Hello.
she said hi.
Hi,
Listen,
Sandy.
Isaac had a cat, but Isaac's gone now. I think you scared him off.
Daisy. Ashley Ruiz.
You can read.
Do you have is your mom named Lisa?
She is not.
Do you know Elisa Ruiz, Peyton?
There is yeah, it's spelled Lisaruiz.
Hey, I noticed that you cut your other pant leg off.
Hey, Daisy.
Came home with a rib in the back of his shirt and then he ripped his one pant leg off. I was
Mommy.
like, are we 13 or are we 3? What's going on?
Tell them about that the TikTok that has the big woman and the thin woman.
Oh, you know, I don't know if you guys watch TikTok. I took it off my phone because I'm too busy in my lifetime to.
So there's a TikTok where
Stop.
somebody that has
You
to
know
do
where
this.
they have like people just doing like the fitness
Then they had to
challenges.
do this. And then
Okay, don't do it again. Don't do it again. Anyways, there was like a skinny girl and a big girl doing it, and the big girl like lasted longer, and so he's like, oh, and I'm like, yeah.
tell them if I had a wife or something.
Oh, you like that story?
Tell them, yeah.
You like that? Don't.
Yeah. Tell
Hey,
them
don't mess with my hair.
Tell them.
He said to me a while ago, "You're hurting me. Please get up." He said, I know what I want my wife to be like. She's going to be a teacher and she's going to be a good cook and she's going to be kind of roundy.
I like them big.
Yeah.
That's why I want Daisy. High fives to Daisy from my mom.
Hey, listen, stop flirting with my students. Okay, that's enough. You may go. Give me a kiss and go.
Can I watch some TV in the back bedroom?
No, I have to check your chores first. Give me a kiss first. Okay, go. I love you. You hear that? I love you. I farted. Yeah, this is hashtag parenting of a 13-year-old. And his meds are worn off. Can you tell? Holy cow. I think maybe Marilyn's seen him in class, or maybe Ashley, maybe Daisy. You guys have seen him in class. Is that pretty normal?
Yeah.
He's like a big monkey, like a super big monkey. So let's see how I think Marilyn tapped in here. Hold on. Yeah, she's like, yep, seen him. Yeah, yeah. There's at least of all the stories I can tell about him, at least he's consistent, right? He's like, this is what you get like all the time. Did I show you? I think I showed these to you guys last semester. Did you see his Mother's Day card? I'm gonna share the Mother's Day card you gave me, buddy.
As long as I'm there for it with you.
No, it's mine. I can share it whenever I want.
Okay, share it, please.
I made this card like a diamond because you shine bright like one. Very creative. So high fives for creativity. Gently. Then you open it. Calm down. You open it. It says, Happy Mother's Day. Mom, what would I be without you? Parentheses answer. Hashtag, I would have the virus and live on the streets.
Because I give it back
That
to you.
is a great Mother's Day card.
And that's why I keep it right here. Oh, and it came, stop. It came with $1 that's floating around here somewhere. Came with $1. I was like, that's all mine.
Mommy, where's that picture of that portrait of you that I made?
It's right here. This one was I think the Mother's Day prior. I got it.
No, don't rip it.
I'm not. I'm pulling this up. Stop it. This is a portrait of me. Hey, can you put your feet on the floor, please? Feet on the floor, please.
No way, I
Feet
just
on
did it. This is just for a shot.
Feet on the floor, please. Do what I've asked or leave the room. Thank you. All the way, feet on the floor. I don't want your butt on my table. Feet on the floor, all the way. Stop. So this was the self-portrait I got because I literally do have a rainbow shirt and khaki pants, and that's me. And so I had this posted in the classroom, and I literally went back to go get it because I was like, doesn't it look just like me? And he's like, yes. Yeah, I'm just like, dude, and I have the gallery of all his pictures up here because that's.
Mommy, I'm gonna trap you now because I don't know who's gonna like it.
Did you hear that one? He said, I'm going to trap you now because I don't want you in my life right now.
But I do like your food.
But I do like your students. Okay, well, at least you guys, make me a better person. Go away, please. Okay, listen, go double check your chores because when I come check, you're going to do them over if they're not a good job. I got chocolate permission from these girls.
You did not.
I did too. These again, how many books on the shelf, how many trains you've been to, all the research, all the studies, they don't prepare you for all of that. They don't prepare you for all of that. Not at all. I mean, like a little bit, but like, no. Like what book would that be in? So just know that life is crazy and life is hectic, and then there's that. So great to see you. Any more questions? You
I
sure?
have a quick question.
Yes, jump in.
So, for the other slide with the 3 pictures, you put like bullet points saying like, I grew up in a nuclear family. So like, if we highlighted the nuclear family, would that be the term? Or on top of that, do you want us to add bullet points with the terms?
No, I mean, like you could put under like just a small clarification that says like my 2 brothers and me and my parents.
Okay.
And then at the bottom, you can like say like, yeah, we are in a nuclear family. Or like we are a nuclear family till my grandparents moved in when I was in the 7th grade, whatever. You like, if you have more detail in that, yeah, keep it simple up top and then detail on the bottom.
Okay.
Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good question, Daisy. Yeah. Ashley, Marilyn, Yadira, Sandy, questions?
This
Yes.
isn't related to the project, but for the chapter 12 exam, you haven't opened it, right?
Not yet.
Oh,
Not
okay,
yet.
okay.
I normally do it on Wednesdays or Thursdays, but yeah, I can do it right now. I'm I was considering making it like, or skipping it, but I was like, no, I can't. It's chapter 12, it's outcomes. I was like, and plus we have like a little bit of a buffer week. So I will put it out maybe tomorrow morning.
Okay,
You guys
no,
some
that's fine.
chance. Yeah. Good.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right. Any questions, Danny? Sandy? I have Danny and Sandy. Oh, it's like Grease Lightning. Okay, well, let me convert this video onto YouTube so I can get it up by tonight or tomorrow morning so you guys can double check. And I just realized I've been recording the monkey butt the whole time. So yay. That's modern parenting and modern teaching all wrapped into one. So it is, life is what life is. I was on a professional development seminar a couple of weeks ago, and it was one lady who was organizing all of the early childhood educators in the state of California. I mean, it was like a big meeting. And sure enough, her 4-year-old comes coming in, and then she's like, oh no, it's over there. Like, and then her mom comes in to try to grab the 4-year-old, and then the dog, it was just like everybody's house. She's like, I'm so sorry, blah, blah. I was like, listen, it decompensated in just a very natural way. So don't feel bad. We're like, good job. Okay, great. So you guys, I'm here for you. I'm grading every day. So just keep plugging away, and we got it. We got this. We have a week and a half and we got it. So listen, last thing, after the 12th, I grade. I usually try to have the grades updated on Canvas before I post them to WebAdvisor, and I have to have them posted on WebAdvisor by Thursday at noon. So I usually give you guys posted updates. I'll say like, okay, well, these grades should be done. You can check them out on Canvas. It gives people a couple days to freak out. Or sometimes as I'm grading, I put the wrong number in, or you can say, hey, I did submit that. And then if I go look, and if I see it already in there, then I'm like, oh, you're right. I just put the wrong number in, or I just skipped, or I was mindless, or whatever. I'm willing to fix whatever's there. Yeah, I'm willing to fix whatever's there. Good. So it takes a couple days to get it all posted, and then the clouds to settle, and then I'll just have one person freaking out. Usually one person. I need 8 more points. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go because he's about to come in again. Oh, thanks, reprieve. Oh my God, I'm constantly, I tell people, I'm like, I don't know how to drive stick, but I kind of do as a parent, because it's like, it's like constant, like shifting for this clown. Constant shifting. I don't know how to drive stick, but as a parent, I kind of do. Crazy. Oh my God. Okay, well, great to see you guys' lovely faces. I so miss you guys so much. It's so crazy. It's painful, but it's great to see you now, right? And just in these little stolen moments. Good.
Yes,
Oh,
good.
Okay, good. All right, I'll see you guys. Let me know if there's any other questions. Email me in Canvas. I'm on all the time, like off and on, like every other hour. Oh, but I'm here for you. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with.
And
And even after,
we meet again next week.
yeah, we're gonna meet again next week. I'll double check what it says on the syllabus. I think it is Thursday again. If not, I'm still really flexible. We are required to meet during finals week. Not technically with the online class, but I can't not meet with you guys. Like finals week and not seeing you guys. That's weird.
I know.
I'm still like struggling with the transition. At least last semester I saw everybody for like half a semester. And this is like, I feel like we're so far. It's just it's still the weirdest
I
thing.
know, it feels like it went by in like 2 weeks.
Isn't
I'm
it
like,
weird?
oh.
There's a part in the middle that kind of drags on, but at the end,
Yeah.
it's like the
That's
toilet
over,
paper roll. At
yeah,
the
and
beginning,
then
it's like,
finals weeks, and I luckily I only have one final, but
Just
the
like
rest are all just regular exams. So I'm like, okay, I
right,
can do
because
that.
why do we need a cumulative everything in this
Yeah,
class?
my
Like the project.
biology teacher was like, why would I want to grade those? He's like, no. I was like, I already graded all the other ones. No, thank you. I don't want that.
No, and think about it. I mean, like, I'm only required to assess your level of knowledge. I'm not required to give you an exam.
Yeah.
My other classes, we have projects only, or we have interviews that you don't have to do an exam. You just have an interview with me. So I know you know the stuff. Yeah. So the teachers get to figure out, how do we measure you if you guys know the stuff? And then guess what? That project is cumulative. So why does a test have to be?
Yeah, I agree.
It doesn't. And trust me, when I first started teaching, I had a midterm and a final. Each one was like 100 questions, and it was so ridiculous. I look at my old stuff and I'm like, I was such a noob. I was such a noob and super
Yeah.
zealous, and all my questions were on like attachment disorder, but they weren't equally, didn't have enough questions for each chapter. It was so funny. And now I look at it, I'm like, "Look, we don't need a midterm and final.
Yeah,
Just
no, I
unit
agree.
exams do the trick."
I agree.
Yeah.
And then it's like you're taking it in, then you're learning what you know for those few chapters, and you're like, oh, okay, I do understand this.
Right. It's like me asking you right now, doing a test on your ABCs and sight words.
Yeah.
I think we got it. 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 Okay, you guys, keep up the energy, keep up the effort. I believe in you. You guys can do it. Usually the people show up are doing pretty well. So keep it up and let me know if there's anything else that you need from me. I'm here for you.
Awesome.
Okay. I'll see you
Thank
next week.
you.
Thank you
Bye.
for this.
Bye, Adira. Bye,
Bye.
Sandy. Bye, Marilyn. Bye.